Hello again. This time I want to talk about customization in TF2. Not like the hat customization, because we all know that TF2 is known as the hat game with all its massive amounts of different cosmetics you can wear. I want to talk about TF2's weapon customization. It's not like how other games where you can just alter only their attachments, or maybe the skin if you get like a achievement or a certain milestone. Let's start off with the weapons base quality. They can be a lot of things, from the normal, unique, vintage, genuine, strange, unusual, haunted. You can't really have it on weapon, but collectors, decorated, community, self-made, and Valve. Normal is just, the stock item that you get by default. Like how if you don't have anything equipped, you automatically get a scouter gun, pistol, and bat for the scout. It's like that. It's nothing equipped on that region. Unique items are mostly from random drops you get from playing the game, unboxing, maybe trading, but some unique items are automatically given to you on surpassing certain class milestones. You get 3 per class. The vintage quality is for all unique items that were in someone's backpack before the Mann-Conomy update. So if you had a unique weapon before the Mann-Conomy update, it automatically turned into vintage at that point. The Mann-Conomy update was pretty big because it introduced the Manco store and item trading between players. At the same time, they also introduced the Steam wallet. Like other updates, they also introduced new hats and new weapons. But the interesting part is that they had the Left 4 Dead collab, where they let you get an Ellis cap and a normal frying pan if you own the game. The most interesting part of the Mann-Conomy update was actual pay-to-win features from the microtransaction, and that is in the form of the item sets. There were 5 sets, and each of them had a special and unique effect if you had all items equipped in your loadout at the same time. The Scout's special delivery set gave him an extra 25 health whenever he had every single thing equipped. The Soldier's Tank Buster set gave him an extra 25% sentry damage resist when he had every single thing on. If Pyro put on the Gas Jockey's gear set, he would move 10% faster, but take 10% more damage vulnerability from bullets. And this is a very silly one. The Sniper's Croco style kit set will make him headshot immune. The Saharan Spy set for Spy made him have quieter decloak sounds, but a longer cloak blink time. Whenever you bump into a spy, it lasts a little bit longer, so you can actually catch him much easier. A few years down the line, they removed the whole bonus stuff, but they let you keep something if you have all of the items for the set. So, if you have all the items for any of the sets except for Spy, you put down a little tombstone signifying, hey, I have the full set equipped. For the Spy, he gets a little sand tornado around him whenever he taunts, and he has the full set on him. Weapons in the genuine quality are more involved. You have to either attend an event, maybe pre-purchase a game that Valve is collabing with, or buy one of Valve's official TF2 merch. That's why you see some of these hats or cosmetics or weapons and you think, wow, that seems very specific and it looks like a reference to something, and it is. Sometimes it is just a reference because it was from an official collab from another game. And here's a big chunk of TF2 weapon customization is in the Strangers. Strangers are variants of hats or weapons that let you count and keep track of something. In most cases it's kills, but there's actually certain specific other things that some weapons and other things count. All Strangers have a milestone system. After reaching a certain amount of X required thingy, they level up and they change their nameplate title thing. So this is the generic one for almost all Strange weapons. So you reach max rank after getting 8,500 kills and reaching Hail Zone on it. Since Invis Watchers can't kill, they instead track how many seconds you've been cloaked. and the max rank requires you to go into 160,000 seconds, and that's 44.4 repeating hours. The Holiday Punch is different from the other strange weapons is because of how it doesn't require 8,500 kills, but rather 8,500 tickle fight wins, or just hitting a player with a critical hit and making them laugh. It doesn't even have to be that you make them laugh, you just have to hit them with a critical hit. The Razorback and the Man-Treads require 850 of X amount of things for them to reach max rank. For the Man-Treads, you need to get 850 kills. For the Razorback, you need to block 850 stabs. You have to sap 2,550 for the Strange Sapper's max rank. Interestingly, the Spirit of Giving only has 19 ranks. There's no 20th final rank for it. And then to level it up, you just have to give out gifts in forms of Secret Saxtons, Gift of Pulse, etc. By comparison, Strange Cosmetics only count your points gained throughout the match, and you need 15,000 to reach the final rank. Here's an item that you can't level up anymore, and that's the Duck Journal. During the end of line update, ducks would just randomly spawn out of nowhere if you get a kill, or if you captured an objective of some sort. If you pick up a duck while you have the Duck Journal, you would slowly gain XP, and then you slowly rank up from that. The event to randomly drop ducks is long gone, so you can't actually level up the duck anymore. And the final unique thing you can level up is the Soul Gargoyle. The Soul Gargoyle is something you get for free by logging into any time during the Scream Fortress event. It'll give you free, and you can level up by collecting souls. Souls are getting from either killing a person or capturing an objective, or just pushing a payload or something. And then you can just slowly accumulate it during either Scream Fortress, throughout the whole Scream Fortress event, or whenever it is a full moon. Because in full moons, you can actually use all of your Halloween cosmetics at that time. A very fun part about Strangers in TF2 is that you can actually add strange parts to track specific things alongside your normal kills. Let's see, you want to count how many headshots you got. You want to count how many non-critical kills you got. You want to count how many kills you got during rocket jumping. You want to count what a specific class you killed for some reason if you're a specific hater. Like if you really hate pyros, you can just have pyros killed as a strange part on your weapon. You know what's actually interesting though? That certain strange weapons have automatic strange parts attached to them. Like the disciplinary action counts kills, but also counts how many people he whipped to get the speed boost. The loose cannon counts kills, but also counts how many times you get a double donk. As I said before, the Holiday Punch counts how many times you win a tickle fight by, hitting a person with a critical hit, but also counts kills at the bottom. Every single strange wrench counts the sentry gun kills first, and then it counts your melee kills second. Did you know that there's actually isn't a strange Eureka effect? That's weird to me. The strange PDA is an all-in-one thing for NGs. It counts how many sentry gun kills you get, how many people you healed, and how much health you healed for your teammates with your dispenser, and how many people you teleported with your teleporters. Every single medigun except the Quack counts their Ubers as the main tracker, but then Kill Assist as the secondary tracker. But the Quack is the opposite, and it counts how many kills assists you get as the main tracker, and the Ubers as the secondary tracker. The fun part of these strangers already having strange parts attached to them is that they don't count towards the strange part limit. All strangers, weapons and cosmetics, have a limit of 3 strange parts per item. But these don't count towards it, so you can have 4, technically, extra trackers if you have a special one. The weird part about strange parts is that it has a crafting recipe where if you combine 2 strange parts, you can turn into a strange count transfer tool. But the strange count transfer tool is extremely cheap. I don't know why would you do that. For weapons that are made with war paints or just decorated weapons, they are called stat clock instead of strange. They have the same mechanics of letting you count kills, count other trackers on strange parts, and even let you have the secondary trackers on the specific weapons if it's possible. The difference is that the stat clock weapons on warpaint weapons is that they have a little counter that shows all your kills on the side if you inspect it. So that's good. For unusuals, we don't have really unusual weapons. The only one we have is the unusual headless horseman's headless head taker. Besides that, we have the war painted weapons that have the ability to get strange, which is called stat clocked, and also get unusual. Right now, you can only get 3 unusual types, which is isotope, cool, and hot, but there was a 4th one on launch of the Warpaint series. It was called Energy Orb, but Energy Orb was very glitchy and caused a lot of problems for servers, so they removed it from the pool. You can still trade for Energy Orb weapons, but you can't unbox it anymore. The only weapon that can get haunted is the melee reskin, the Bat Out of Hell. So I guess that's the only one, a melee reskin. To get a collector's weapon, you have to go get a collector's chemistry set, and then combine 200 of the same item into one. But there's a separate chemistry set for specified weapons to make a stranger fire for them. So you can use the specified item's stranger fire to make any quality besides the strange of that said item into strange. So you can have a strange vintage, you can have a strange genuine, you can have a strange unusual sometimes, if you're lucky with the stranger fire. The problem is that the chemistry sets for either the collectors or even the stranger fires, they're not dropping anymore for anyone. So it's getting exceedingly rarer and rarer to even get the chance to craft these items. After the collector's items is the decorated items. Decorated items come in a variety of grades, as they call it, rarities. We have civilian grade, freelance grade, mercenary grade, commando grade, assassin grade, and elite grade, with civilian being the most common, and the elite grade being, the rarest. Each of them can be varied because they have different patterns, and they also have different wares. There's battle scarred, well worn, field tested, minimal wear, and factory new. So as you get higher and higher in the wares, your skin gets more and more clean. It's common now to unbox a war paint, and you can use that war paint to choose from a certain amount of weapons. But before it was just you get a random weapon, and that weapon comes with the skin. It was pretty bad. And here is the community and self-made qualities. Community is for when Valve personally adds this item to your backpack because you did something for the community. And self-made is if you made a Valve workshop item and it gets accepted as a hat or something. You can tell if someone has the community or self-made item is because of the default sparkles that fly around you when you have the item out. If you have a hat, it'll have it just sparkling around you. If you have a weapon, it'll sparkle when you have the weapon out. I didn't know this until I was researching, is that community weapons got a 10% damage boost just hidden. For some reason, if you had the community weapon, it would just automatically did 10% more damage than normal. Speaking of extra damage compared to normal, Valve items all are just absurdly broken in every single stat, because it's supposed to be. It's only given to all Valve employees by default. Robin Walker is the most prominent user of his Valve items with his rocket launcher or even his Islander during events. It's just a very scary thing to try to fight, but hey, some people are trying to fight it. If you can't tell the item is a Valve item by just inspecting it or seeing the massive amounts of buffs he has, you can tell by the flying bits particle effect on the weapon itself. It's very flaming. Okay, now we got all the item qualities done. Now we can talk about the other things we can do to the said item. Because the item quality was just the base item that we were talking about. Next up, we can talk about name tag and description tags. You can rename the item with 40 characters, but you can also change the item's description by 80 characters. After that, certain weapons are allowed to have festivized options, so you can put the festivizer on and wrap it around with little lights. The most common thing that people do to their favorite Tf2 item is to have it killstreaked if possible. So you can have either just count your kills with the basic killstreak kit, count your kills and get a little sheen on the weapon, and then count your kills with where to get a little sheen, and every 5, from 5 you get a weaker version of the effect, and then 10 you get the max version of the effect, and then every other 10 levels of getting kills without dying, there's a little pop-up on the top of the screen saying, oh yay, you got like, I don't know, 30 kills or something. And here's a very interesting thing you can do. If you use a gift pulse and use it on a weapon you have, you can try to send it into a gift bolt and then unwrap it without sending it away. It'll make it look like you gifted your own item to yourself. But if it's a very, very, very valuable item, please make sure to not send away the item, because it'll be nice for them to get a very valuable item, not for you. So let's go over what you can do for customization. Besides Community, Self-Made, or Valve, you can grab any of the other qualities as the base, and then you can rename it or change up its description, maybe festivize it if you want, give it a killstreak kit which has a variety of different patterns and combinations, and then maybe even make it look like you gifted the item to yourself. That's a lot of personality you can put onto the weapon that you like. And if it's a strange specifically, you can add 3 extra strange parts to really show off that this is my weapon and I really like it this way. But if you really want to talk about customization, we can talk about the Decal Tool. The Decal Tool lets you customize 4 different items with any form of image you want. Like, you just import the image into the game. And it's not very colorful by default, but you need to do some tricks to make it actually have color. But you can customize the consonance objector, the flare, the photo badge, or the clan pride. And they just actually import the image you have in there, and it will show up to everyone else. Yeah, Tf2 has its hats. You can customize your characters a lot with the different hats and combinations. But your weapons are also a part of you. So having such a variety of ways to customize and personalize your own weapons is very nice. I do like that. After you've finally figured out everything you want with the item, you can really personally say, ah, yes, this is my item. This is what I wanted on it. And that's fun for me. I do like seeing what people like name tag or description tag on their items. I want to see what people choose as their favorite item or favorite weapons. That's all I have to say for today. So thank you for listening. Bye bye.